the topic is about preserving the Amazon and eventually restoring it. So basically, the Amazon is around 2 million square miles, about 10 times the size of Texas. Can you imagine that? Now, there is actually a theory saying that the Amazon is actually a very well-tended garden. As you imagine going to the forest, you see all these ice cream beans. These are really, really tasty. It's really good. And also, a lot of cacao beans, trees. There's a lot of any other edible trees. There's a lot of evidence for that. But basically, that's really cool. But however, the problem is about 3,000 square miles of it is being cut down every year. I mean, if you put that into perspective, in 10 years you're going to lose 30,000 square miles. That basically means about the size of Louisiana is all cut down. You know, that's a huge number. Mostly in Brazil. So basically, how am I credible for this? Like for example, I have like 100 plus hours of actually studying about the Amazon. Like for example, reading National Geographic magazines, scientific journals, even watching documentaries. And basically, preserving and restoring the Amazon rainforest is paramount. And people today think of losing it means the world will feel its long-lasting effects. You know, for example, climate change. Imagine next day you're gonna hear the news saying that it's around 120 degrees. Even the asphalt is gonna melt at that temperature. So in order to understand why the Amazon is the case, we need to first understand the Amazon itself. So let's look at the facts of the Amazon. For example, the Amazon is basically considered the world's lung. You know, it supplies most of the world's oxygen. Well, not most of the world's oxygen. It has a pretty significant amount of oxygen. And because what supplies this oxygen is around 390 billion trees. You can imagine that 390 billion trees in the Amazon alone supplying all this oxygen. You know why it's called a rainforest? Because it has a lot of rain. Because all the water from the trees have to go up. There's something called evaporation. And that's 390 million trees. That's going to have a lot of rain. And according to rainforestmovingbank.com, the problem is about 800 million trees are being cut every year. So goodbye to those trees if you don't do anything about it. And number two, like most countries, like for example Brazil, that happen to have the Amazon, they're about to cut it down because they want to make it into soy farms, so they make it into cattle ranches. The problem is, this is a really stupid idea because once you cut down all the trees, the soil beneath it is really infertile. Like if you want to grow some tomatoes or strawberries, and that's not going to happen. And because there's no trees, there's nothing to hold the soil. So like sand is going to move away very quickly. It's going to wash away into rivers. So economically, it may look very promising. It may bring a lot of wealth. The problem is, 10 years down the line, you're not going to earn a buck. And finally, it's ethical. Like for example, I got this chart right here saying, just give me a second here. Like especially look at the right. If you want to pass around. So basically, you got this many species of insects, a lot of animals. So this is the main point here. If you're going to cut down the rainforest for short-term economic gain, is it ethical for anyone to, I guess you can say, intentionally kill all these species of animals, beetles, insects, bees, even bees are in Amazon, and lizards, and all sorts of animals? Isn't it considered? Is this right? I mean, like according to surviveinternational.com, and also according to Greenpeace.com. I use two sources there. So, So basically, in conclusion, the Amazon need to be preserved. It is something that is very, very inherent to the earth. It is something we all need to protect, because if you lose it, well, not only number one, it's going to cause a lot of climate change, as I said earlier. Number two, we're going to lose a lot of medical knowledge, because all those trees, all those plants in the Amazon can cause, or it has this inherent value of a lot of medical purposes. Like for example, you may even cure cancer with some of these plants. that are still unknown, but if we're going to cut them down, we're going to lose this opportunity.
No way to research.
So if you want to say to Amazon, one step at a time, you can go to WWF, you can go to like Greenpeace, or you can go to Rainforest Trust. Those just like spend at least like $1, that's it. If you donate it, it will come a long way preserving the Amazon. Or you can talk to the embassies of Brazil, or basically any other country that has the Amazon. You can call their government through something called embassies and inquire them. Can you preserve the Amazon? Okay, thank you.